Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Starcraft. We just finished the first 3 Protoss Brood War missions. It's time now for Mission 4, the Quest for Uraj. Oh, we're orbiting the planet Braxis.
Now then, Kerrigan. Perhaps you had best explain yourself. What is this news you've come to give?
There is a new overmind growing on Char.
What? Impossible. Why should we believe anything you have to say?
Because, Zeratul, I'm no longer the mindless murderess whom you fought on Char. The overmind is dead. Whatever warped control it once had over me is gone. I know that this is a lot to take in all at once, but you've got to believe me. There's more at stake here than...
She is infested to the core. I, for one, will
Based.
not listen to any of this.
Silence, Judicator. Continue, Kerrigan.
Apparently,
Aldirus is out.
Cerebrates, commanded by Dagoth, have merged into a new overmind. Fortunately, the creature is still in its infant stages. It can't control the swarm yet, but Dagoth and the others still have control over most of the broods. The 2 Cerebrates you killed here were part of Dagoth's forces. Look, I don't need to tell you all what might happen if that thing reaches maturity. I can guarantee you that should it awaken, it'll take full control of me, just like it did before. I don't want that to happen, and I'm pretty sure you don't want it to happen either.
Even if what you say is true, our priority is to save this world, not assault the new overmind. We must find the crystals Uraj and Kalis before we are all vanquished.
Then I'll help you with your search. If you can defeat the renegade Zerg gathered here, it'll weaken the efforts of Dagoth and his ilk.
My children, you must put aside your fears and misgivings to accomplish what must be done. For the time being, Kerrigan will assist you in your endeavors. Though she has been your enemy, it is enough that we share the same agenda now. Allow her time enough to prove herself to you, and you may find her to be a valued ally. For now, you must focus on the task at hand. Search for the Uraj on the planet Braxis, and let nothing stop you from recovering it.
We will do what you ask, Matriarch. But you cannot expect us to forgive Kerrigan's crimes against our race. Executor, prepare our forces. We shall debark for the planet Braxis before the next moonrise.
You know, it's interesting, playing this with the benefit of knowing how the story plays out. It is transparently obvious, once you know it's true, that Kerrigan is puppeteering the matriarch, Rashigal. Like, you can just almost see her pulling the puppet strings, making Rashigal say the things she's saying. It's always interesting playing through a story or reading it or viewing it twice. The first time not knowing what's going to happen, and then the second time sometimes knowing what's going to happen puts a whole new light on certain things and makes you see them through a totally different perspective. This is one of those cases. Man, is it obvious that Rashigal is already being controlled by Kerrigan. So our objectives are bring Kerrigan to the Uraj crystal, and Kerrigan must survive. We could save the entire universe a whole lot of trouble if we didn't have to obey that second objective there. We need Corsairs. Well, I guess we didn't actually need them after all. Well, I guess we're just going to seize the resource node we need by force.
Explain something to me, Zeratul. Why would your people leave such a sacred crystal in the hands of these Terrans?
Legitimate question.
Long ago, this world was a Protoss colony called Kirador. When the strife between our tribes escalated, this planet and the Uraj crystal were abandoned. These Terrans have come here only recently.
Looks like we're going to be needing a bunch of pylons. Oh, there's a bunker down here. Alright, I thought there would be Marines in there. Also, I just realized I was kind of spacing out. Did she say yes, Sarah Britt? Okay, so they didn't re-record that particular voice line, despite the fact that I am now a Protoss executor and not a Sarah Britt. A very minor little thing. It's not a big deal, but it would have been cool if they had paid attention to that detail and recorded a new line for that. Well, as I said, it's not a big deal or anything.
Executor, we have a problem. Our warp matrix was damaged during transit. Because of the extensive damage, we will be unable to warp in stargates to this location.
So I'm just straight up forbidden from building an Air Force. I'm actually pretty okay with that, to be honest. It's going to save me a lot of money.
What is it now?
Receiving. Make use of me.
I'm listening.
Alright, we're up to half a dozen gathering minerals. Let's get another 6.
Not enough minerals.
And let's have each of our Reavers loaded with at least one Scarab. I don't want to go too nuts building them, because, yeah, they're only 15 each, but man, that will add up surprisingly quickly. Alright, up to 8. Warp in a forge, put down photon cannons, the usual. We all know how this goes by now. I think forges are 150. Yeah. Fine, I'll arm them with a few more.
What is it now?
Excuse me. Looks like they are already showing us the location of the crystal. Odd that the objective is to bring Kerrigan to it. You'd think we wouldn't trust her enough to let her handle the crystal. The Reavers actually make some kind of adorable noises too. They're also kind of like pets, much bigger pets than the probes. It's like the probe is your lap cat, and then the Reavers are your big Saint Bernard or something. This is a bizarre analogy. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. There. Now they can defend themselves. Alright. Gonna hope that's an adequate defense there. It's actually kind of hard to read that green text against the white background. Alright, I'm gonna hope that's enough defense down there. So, let's start actually warping in vital structures. We do not have a lot of room to build on this plateau, do we? I'm actually going to have to do some urban planning or something. Alright, the photon cannons took care of that without my intervention being needed. Yeah, this is another of the new tile sets. I think only mission 1 has been on an old tile set, right, Ire? Then we had a couple on Shakuris, and now we're on Braxis. I do like the new tile sets. Shakuris has a really cool, dark, mysterious feeling to it that I quite like. And I'm just always a sucker for desert tile sets, which we haven't seen yet. And I don't like snow as much in every type of game, but for whatever reason in strategy games, such as Command & Conquer with its winter tile set, that's almost kind of a mix of temperate and winter, because it's like grass mixed with snow, and I really like that. Or the snow tile set here on Starcraft, I really like them. I don't know what it is about strategy games and snow tile sets that I think go well together. Though, come to think of it, I don't like the Red Alert snow tile set quite as much. I don't dislike it or anything, but I don't like it as much as the CNC winter tile set or this Braxis tile set in StarCraft. I wonder exactly why that is. I guess it's almost more like a Siberian tundra in Red Alert. It's very bleak. Whereas it's more just pretty in Command & Conquer, and even this. I mean, yeah, it's kind of desolate, but I don't know, there's something attractive about it in a very stark beauty kind of way. I know that I'm getting way ahead of the supply I actually need, but I like to just summon the pylons and be done with it and not have to worry about it anymore. In multiplayer or in a single-player mission where the enemy is more aggressive earlier on, then preemptively summoning way more supply structures than you need will be a terrible strategy, because the enemy would destroy you while you were summoning all your pylons or building all your supply depots or whatever. But in things like single-player missions where the AI isn't hyper-aggressive, I like to just do it and then forget about it and be done with it. I'm going to see if I can clear the mission with 121 supply, if I can get away with just having what I've summoned here. Now that the cybernetic core is here, let's see about... Oh, okay, that's a respectable attack force. But not respectable enough. What was I saying? Right, I'm going to want another gateway, and I want to see what other tech structures... Pretty much everything but the Stargate, I think. Well, let's go with the Citadel of Adun, and of course we're also going to summon a Templar Archive. Which is what my preference would be anyway on a map where I can just use a ground force for almost everything. But it's pretty much going to be just straight up necessary on a map where we're forbidden from summoning a Stargate. Where can I even put my other gateway? I have not planned out my base well. It's so cramped. I guess I can just fit one here. You know what? Maybe I'll summon... Let's save one more pylon. Ah, the Templar Archive will be next. Guess we can barely squeeze that in here.
You require more Vespene gas.
Drat. So we do not have a massive resource imbalance. You know, it's weird how that varies from mission to mission. Sometimes I've got way more minerals, sometimes I've got way more Vespene. Sometimes, like here, it's pretty even.
Upgrade complete.
Should maybe get at least one Dark Templar to scout. I don't think that I can make Dark Archons yet. I think that that actually gets specifically mentioned in a coming mission, and that's when we become able to do it.
My life for ire.
Alright. Right now I have more minerals than Vespene. If that ever reverses itself, I'll start getting some Templar to make Archons. But until then, a mix of Dragoons and Zealots is going to be my mainstay. And like I said, let's get a Dark Templar as well for scouting purposes. Want to know what I'm dealing with here map-wise, and I'm almost certainly going to want to expand. Though, this supply of minerals is still holding out quite strong. And we're already running low on Vespene, 1,800 left. Looking like Vespene's going to be the bigger problem for us, resource-wise. There. Okay, did that even hit anybody, or did I literally just put it in the middle of the enemies?
Yes, Cerebrate. On my way.
Yes. Transmit. Initiated.
Yeah, my guys are having tons of trouble pathing around my base.
So be it. Nema. Yes.
Run.
Very well.
Okay, so he attacked that, they realized there was an invisible dude, they comsatted, he nearly died.
For ire.
Is my summary of the sequence of events that happened just then. Alright, I'm going to need to keep constant watch on this guy so he doesn't attack anything and get himself killed. Looks like I'll want Reavers to deal with that. Uh-oh. No, he's dead. Yup. Well, curses. Alright, well, I'm nominating you as a scout over in this direction, then. I do miss the comsat station, which lets me scout without ever leaving my base. It's one of the better Terran abilities, I think. Ah, good lord. Let's fill up our reavers with scarabs. Didn't I? There he is. Because we're gonna want them for dealing with turrets, I think. We didn't really do much Protoss versus Terran in the original campaign, did we? It's cool that we get to do a bit more of it in the expansion. My minerals are running pretty significantly ahead of my best speed now, so I don't mind too much buying the scarabs under the circumstances. That plus the bunkers we're going to need to deal with. So it seems we're basically surrounded by a frozen ice sea. Thankfully, being a frozen ice sea, we can walk across it. We're not going to need air units. That's doubly fortunate since we can't even build them, even if we wanted to. Pretty much just throwing their resources away with these attacks. Yeah, my guys cannot path their way around this base for crap. Nagatsu indeed. Well spoken. Really, though, the Reavers are kind of adorable. I might start pressing out soon. The resistance I encountered or saw with my scout wasn't really that significant. I doubt we'll be able to clear the map with what we've got, but we might be able to do some scouting in force and... Alright, I lose the mission if you die, so you're not coming. But I think we can do some scouting in force, maybe find and secure an expansion point, which we're going to need, I'm sure. Alright, we're almost to... Oh no, we're already at 2 full groups. Alright, let's make a scum save just in case this goes real badly and we lose everything.
Upgrade complete.
Put the Reavers ahead so that they start lambasting those bunkers with their scarabs. That was the sound of... Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to happen. Oh boy, it's all going wrong. Maybe this is an expansion point. That might have been a fortuitous accident. There isn't even anything in this bunker. Yeah, looks like we're going to be able to seize this for ourselves. Perfect. It's actually good that we went in this direction. I scouted the wrong way earlier. There's nothing in that bunker either. Okay, there's like one dude. You know, I'm going to need observers in case the enemy has cloaked wraiths or ghosts. I kind of wasn't thinking about that. But my base is so cramped, man. I'm going to immediately start seizing this. I'm going to take the resources here, obviously, and I'm also going to build the tech structures I need for robots. So, Reavers and Observers. Doesn't seem like we're going to need shuttles. And of course we'll want some defenses. Surprised the enemy hasn't hit me with anything cloaked yet, actually. Now that I think about it. If it had, my lack of detectors would have become a real issue. Irritating. Alright, I think we're fine. Alright, let's get the robotics facility. I guess it wouldn't have really mattered, even if the enemy had been using cloak units, because the photon cannons are detectors. So my base is covered. But I'm definitely going to want them for my attack force, just in case. And that's where the observers will come in. Oh, I should have built an assimilator. Oh well. How's the resource situation here? We're getting... I mean, we're not critically low, but we definitely have less minerals than we did. So let's start moving some of our miners over here. Quite a lot of them, in fact. Get 3 new ones to get this Vespine, and... yeah, let's just get all the robotic tech structures. Alright, and upgrade complete. Alright, observatory. We'll get 2, because 2 is 1 and 1 is none. What kind of upgrades can we do? We can get faster shuttle movement. I don't really care. I guess our Reavers already have all their relevant upgrades then. I don't really care about the faster observer movement, I don't think, but the greater sight range, sure.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, well, I will soon. Calm yourself. I just realized my advisor portrait here is Phoenix instead of Aldaris. That's kind of cool. I'm warming up to Aldaris. I mean, I thought he was a total dick in the original campaign. But he's just straight up right about not trusting Kerrigan. Like, his intolerant, suspicious nature is working to his advantage in this scenario. Sometimes that's actually the appropriate attitude to have. Oh, I was just thinking of you.
We are under attack.
They're not cloaking, so I guess I haven't researched that yet.
I long for combat. I have returned. My life.
But it may only be a matter of time. If they have wraiths, they can make them cloak.
Upgrade complete.
Awkward. Alright, here's my observers.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. My life for ire.
And I might as well make another couple reavers, perhaps. They are expensive to use because of the necessity of purchasing all those scarabs. I think we're going to be ready for another attack once this new group arrives.
Upgrade complete.
That was quick. Alright, now there's a quick scum save, and let's go. Let's scout with our observers real quick first. So that's in an inconvenient location. Okay, I can get up to it via that ramp. Let's just go. Try not to chart or lead with the dragoons. Lead with the zealots and the reavers. Zealots, go deal with that siege tank if you would. Alright, we are just carving through them like a hot knife through butter. Let's scout a bit more. Once again, as usual, my guys have a lot of trouble navigating those choke points because early RTS pathfinding. It's not the greatest. I'm a little confused how there can be a giant body of frozen water and then this liquid water at the same time. Maybe it's heated by an underground vent or something.
We are under attack.
Well, whatever is attacking us seems like we're handling it. What the heck? Alright, let's move in.
Transmit.
The enemy just has forces spread out all over the place. I haven't been building anything for a goodly long while. Let's do something about that. There we go. I'll start building some Archons here and there too. Pretty feeble attempt at a counterattack. Alright, alright.
Make use of me. My life for ire.
Yeah, we have enough resources. We can afford to keep cranking out scarabs. Did I lose a Reaver? No, I've still got 3. Where the heck is the other one? I have no idea where it went. Unless I have the same one in 2 separate control groups. No, it doesn't seem like it. I have no idea where my other Reaver is. Oh boy.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright, we found at least one of the enemy's major bases. Alright guys, you're getting a little disorganized.
Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright, pretty chaotic attack, and we took some pretty heavy casualties, but this base is getting razed to the ground now. Send some reinforcements.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Commencing. Make use of
Been a pretty easy mission for the most part.
my path is set. I heed thy call. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So where is this guy? Okay, he's there. How about this guy? Oh, he's stuck! That's why! He's stuck! They're both stuck! I had some really terrible base planning. That's why I had 3 Reavers, but I could only see 2 of them. Oh, good grief. Oh well, I guess they're just defenders then. They're like turrets. They're just stuck there. Where are you guys even going?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And built a whole line of turrets. Much like I've learned to do in some missions where the enemy will attack me from every which angle. Pretty pointless when I can't even build an air force, but it's actually, you know, a nice bit of immersion or realism that the enemy didn't know I wouldn't be able to warp in Stargates, so why wouldn't they have air defenses everywhere? Heck, I don't think they had any reason to know that the Protoss were going to come here and take this world. So, they're just defending themselves against whatever. Or they tried. Obviously they have failed. Because I'm kicking their butts.
Upgrade complete. I have returned.
So did we make any attempt to contact or negotiate with these Terrans?
Have engaged the enemy.
If so, that was certainly never depicted. Or did we just unilaterally come here and start killing them? Seems kind of out of character, so I'm assuming that we made some attempt to contact them. Are these guys all stuck too? This is becoming ridiculous. There, now you can get out. I assume you can get out now.
Make use of me. Colossus.
We're pretty much at the mop-up phase now, I think. Oh, I don't even have to destroy them all. I'm an idiot. I just have to take Kerrigan to that thing. Okay. Where'd she go? Kerrigan. Let's finish the mission.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright. The way is clear, so... think I could have finished the mission at least several minutes ago if I had remembered that I just need to take Kerrigan to that and not clear the map. Alright, well, it looks to me like pretty much every enemy on the map has been wiped out, so... just a matter of Kerrigan making her way there. And the observers don't see anything. Oh, well, there's a lone missile turret there. No threat. Looks like good game to us.
Crystal's here, boys. Send in a probe to gather it up, and our work here is done.
You have done well, Kerrigan. There's more to you than it seems. Perhaps I have misjudged you.
Given our history, I can't say I blame you. Let's just get the job done.
Oh, Zeratol, she's playing you and everybody else like a fiddle. Alright, that's Protoss Mission 4 complete. Went pretty smoothly. Next up is going to be Protoss 5. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.